The first boss, what do you expect?
Evacuate immediately.
Immediately. Now in classic Metroid fashion, we must escape. Post-haste.
Evacuate immediately.
The beginning of this game really did remind me of the beginning of Super Metroid. Even though this game technically takes place before Super Metroid. Because basically the timeline goes Metroid Prime 1, then the Trilogy, including Hunters. Then it goes Metroid 2, Super Metroid, then Metroid Fusion, I think. Yeah. And Pinball doesn't have a story, so... I also didn't like Pinball that much, so... I'm kind of curious to see where Metroid Other M will wind up. But that game looks awesome. I'm psyched for it. Anytime I hear about a new Metroid game, I instantly get pumped. Where's the exit? Oh, here. Yeah. It's kind of dark. Sorry if I look stupid. Da-da-da-da. Just roll through here. Oh, other way. Screw you all. What was I even saying before? Something about cookies? No, I don't think that was it. Damn it, what was I talking about? Oh, whatever. Oh, but yeah, I was so excited when Hunters came out. I beat it 100% with scans and everything 3 times. And I pretty much still wasn't sick of it by then. You could call me a Metroid whore, I guess. Because I kind of am. I love Metroid. The Prime series especially. The atmosphere and everything is just so perfect. I honestly cannot think of a single flaw with at least Metroid Prime 1 and... yeah, Metroid Prime 1. 2 had its problems and 3 had its problems. The very reason people like 3 the most, or some people like 3 the most, is the very reason I don't like it as much. I hate the fact that it's so linear. The world just feels so much... I don't know, the effect of it just isn't the same. I mean, a Metroid world is just supposed to be, you know, isolated and you really feel like you're the only one there. Except for Metroid Prime 2 where you had Umos by your side, but that doesn't really count in my opinion. Because he really didn't follow you. You felt alone like the whole world. You just had that one room where you could see him. But Metroid Prime 3 with the whole... I know they were trying to go for like an epic, kind of more contemporary, more cinematic kind of thing. But I don't know. I think atmosphere is just a little bit more important. At least for a Metroid game. Like, Dead Space did the fact that people are with you and you're not completely isolated well. Because they made you feel just isolated enough for it to have a horror factor. But here, it just kind of needs that effect. It's a Metroid game. It just kind of... I don't know. I'm done with my rant. And then Metroid Prime 2 just wasn't as fun in my opinion. I don't know. There was way too much backtracking for my tastes. Plus, there's basically a fetch quest at the end of every Metroid Prime game. But the one in Metroid Prime 2 is definitely the worst laid out one. Because in this game you have to get 12 artifacts to open up the final area. But the artifacts are pretty much all in rooms that basically you have the weapons to unlock, but like you probably haven't been there since they're all in areas that you were previously at. So it's basically go to every locked door that you hadn't gone through yet, and you pretty much found all of them. And then you have Metroid Prime 2, which has you collect these keys, but they're all in rooms that you've already visited. They're just in these weird little creatures that float around in rooms basically that you've already been to. Like I said, and I cannot see a goddamn thing. I need to turn my brightness or my TV brightness up when I'm recording, I swear to God. Oh, we have to wait for the room to stop doing its thing. So yeah, Metroid Prime 2 is kind of annoying. The Metroid Prime 3 is basically you could get done as you were going through the game. So you really didn't have to worry about it too much if you kind of knew where they were or what to look for. But yeah. I'll focus on Metroid Prime 1 now. Dun 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 dun. I love Ridley's theme. Probably one of my favorite Metroid tunes. Because for the most part, you know, you gotta admit Metroid tunes aren't that memorable, except for like the classics like Brinstar and Norfair. But I mean, the Metroid Prime stuff is just kind of more ambient and not really, just kind of catchy, I guess is what I'm looking for. But it fits. It's not really... Catchy music would kind of be forced, I guess. Can I has recon? Yes, you can. And now the main game starts. That was just a little intro segment. Give us an excuse to lose all our powers. Yeah, we basically lost the charge beam, the grapple beam, the morph ball bombs. What else do we lose? A lot. Missiles. Basically all we have is our beam and our jump. That's basically it. And the scan visor. They don't take the scan visor away from you. But it seems like gradually as the trilogy went on, they started giving you more and more weapons from the start. Like in Metroid Prime 2, you had the charge beam right off the bat, I believe. And the morph ball right off the bat. And then like in Metroid Prime 3, they gave you like everything right off the bat, pretty much. Because they had so many new motion controlled gizmos to work with. And I swear to God, it's way too freaking dark. Alright, it's a little bit better now. I will have to turn my brightness up every time I record from now on. I'm just going to have to remember to. And I keep trying to charge my beam even though I can't. We actually don't get the charge beam for, you know, I don't want to say a long time, but a good while, I guess I can say. The first thing we're going to head off to get is the missile launcher. And actually that reminds me of another option that I'm going to turn off, because it's annoying as hell, is the things where it pops up and shows you where like the next item is, because I pretty much know the order of where to go for things. I've played through this game so many damn times. Alright. Let's go back to options, and... is it under display? Hint system off. There we go. I mean, it'll still give me the things to show me where the next thing is, I think. Like the question marks on the world map. But it won't, like, give me a little pop-up window saying what, where it is. They just get kind of annoying. And these are Chozo lore. Chozo. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. I say Chozo, but yeah, they're basically just another scan type thing you need for 100%. Like I said, I did all this at one time, but doing it more than once is kind of agonizing. Yeah, we're gonna have more bugs. God, being able to aim in this game is so, like, you would think, like, just one minor control update for the new Play Control version wouldn't help that much. Like, this game has gotten so much more fun just because of that single change. I mean, they changed a few other things, like adding the morph ball jump without having to use bombs. But for the most part, this one major change, actually, it's not even that big of a change. It's just the way you aim, has changed the game so much for the better good. And there's certain bosses in this game that have gotten so much simpler just because of the aiming. Which kind of makes you wonder how good this game would have been to control, at least, if they had dual analog control back on the GameCube versions. I don't know, just a thought. But yeah, pretty much as far as expansions and stuff go, I'm just going to get the ones that I remember. And if I'm running really low on stuff, because I really forget stuff by the end of the game, I'll just kind of do that off camera, maybe make it a montage or something. But I'm definitely not going for 100%. Because it's just too time consuming. Too much backtracking. Now this is one of the bosses, like I was saying, that is made way easier by the fact you can actually aim now. Because you can pretty much just aim at these bees now. It was really hard to do this before, because they move around way too fast for you to aim with the analog stick. Oh crap, where is it? Ah, balls.